Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, Solana shows some weakness. We talked about that. It lost support here. Yeah, micro support at $21.60. Yes, it did reclaim it, but seems it made another lower high. And as I already explained to you in the last video, I think the upside pressure is probably gone. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be interpreting this in the wrong way, but the wide wave count has certainly become much less likely due to this deep wave 4 now, which broke even below the 50% retracement level of the rally. So as you might know, any wave 4 that goes below the 50% FIB level, and it did that, yeah, difficult unless it now really retests this FIB level from above and then just goes in a fifth wave. It can always do that. It can always surprise. It's not invalidated formally, which is why I still have it on the chart, but it certainly has become much more risky to trade it on the long side, especially as support broke. Also, we talked about the potential here of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Basically here, the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. Now this right shoulder comes down quite deep now as well. Normally we don't really want it to break below the 50% FIB level. So all of that adds together and shows some weakness on the chart. I am starting to prefer the yellow wave count, but I need a little bit more price data to confirm. This would be further confirmed if we get a break below the last swing low, which is basically here still labeled as wave 4. But again, I'm just leaving that on the chart because it's technically still possible, but it has become far less likely to work out. If we get the 5 waves up, fair enough, then we can still watch for the wave 2 pullback, which should follow afterwards, which might take us into the region around $18 to $19 again for another low risk, high reward entry point to trade the third wave rally to the upside. But that has become a little bit more distant, yeah. That has moved into the distant future due to the failure of holding impulsive support. So if we really follow here the yellow wave count, then yeah, a break below the last swing low would bring us closer to the wave 1 high, which was around $20.60. And if waves 1 and 4 cross, then we have formal invalidation anyway in this wide wave count. In a more bearish scenario, which is now preferred, we should see the price come down in the following weeks, into the region around $15, plus minus a few dollars, but sort of into this region here. The reason is that we can now count the move down as a wave 1, the move up as a wave 2, and we could now come down in a third wave, which would be an ABC structure because the wave 1 was also corrective. That's all possible in a diagonal pattern. Alternatively, in the yellow count, this wave 2 could simply reset a little higher, which is also a possibility, which is probably what I would prefer, and which is why this move below the impulsive support level is so problematic, because if the price pushes higher now, then we likely just have an extension of the wave 2, which has a lot of space. So that's still technically possible, but I don't see a very clear long trade setup here at the moment. The problem is that off the lows, we have moved up only in 3 waves. That leaves us without a clear setup. It gives too many options, okay? So if we have 5 waves up, okay, then we can look forward to a 3-wave pullback for the next trade and 5 waves higher. If we have 3 waves up, then we have to assume we go down lower. You always have to kind of expect that a 3-wave move can create a larger 3-wave move, but you cannot plan that, you cannot predict that. That's kind of wait and see. It can still do that, of course, from here. So if we now see a break above $24.80, we might have to look at that. But that means still we have to wait for a clear setup. At the moment, there just isn't one. And it certainly has reduced in likelihood to break out to the upside in a sustainable manner. So yeah, from here, the target for the third wave would be around $15, and it should form an ABC structure. I don't have enough price data to really give you an accurate micro count for the wave A. The problem is that an A wave can also be a corrective move, so it's very messy. So we just have to leave it at that kind of time frame and degree at the moment, and have to let you know that only a break above $24.80 would really unlock either a 5th wave of wave 1. If we get clear 5, still somewhat clear 5 waves, I will let you know. But the first view will have to be that the move up, if we extend, will be yellow wave 2. And that's just because we lost impulsive support. But I will still then, if we make another high, I will consider that it could be 5 waves in white and then give you a bullish support region in the next pullback. But at the moment, yeah, I mean, look, it couldn't even make on the micro level now a higher high, and it seems to be accelerating to the downside again. So yeah, you know, what can I say? It doesn't really show a lot of strength and didn't even get to the previous swing highs here around $22.50. Lost the trend line there, which I can probably take that out now as well because we have no valid channel anymore. I think we can probably rearrange that channel a little bit, but that doesn't make it a bullish channel, okay, because it just retraced too much. It retraced too much. You might even be able to count it to draw it potentially here like this, potentially as some kind of a wedge pattern. But for a bull flag, it has become actually too steep, in my opinion. Yeah, has become a little bit too steep for a bull flag and has also become a little bit too long. Also, a bull flag, you don't normally want it to retrace more than 50%. Expect some support though around $20.60, as I mentioned in previous videos. That level was previous resistance. So yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.